Hello everybody. Today I will be performing an experiment on static electricity. Now, today I'll be explaining the concept and you need to follow whatever I'm saying, and there will be a few requirements which are necessary. One would be a balloon, another would be cloth, preferably a handkerchief or a kitchen cloth, either works. And another should be very small bits of paper around the size of this. Now, let's begin. Now, the first step which you need to do is take the cloth and rub it on the balloon. I'll explain why this is necessary as we proceed further into the video. Now, once you've finished rubbing the balloon with the cloth, take the part which you have rubbed to the balloon close to the piece of paper, and you will see that pieces of paper are attracted. I'll do it one more time just so that it is much more noticeable. Now, why have I done this? Now, as we all know, this balloon is made from rubber, and the concept of static electricity means that the electrons which are present in the object are stationary and do not flow. And when it comes to rubber, it is a material which tends to gain electrons. Now, how does an object gain electrons? It happens when friction takes place. Did you know where the friction took place during this experiment? When I rubbed the cloth with the balloon. Now, friction provides the energy which is necessary for electrons to move from one object to the other. And this balloon, since it's made of rubber, rubber tends to have the tendency to gain electrons, and thus when an object has more electrons than protons, it is negatively charged. Now, these pieces of paper which are present were of neutral charge, for they were not rubbed by a cloth, so the number of electrons and protons which were present in the pieces of paper were equal. Now, one rule we must all know, as it's in the same way of the various poles in a magnet. The like poles repel and the opposites attract. Similarly, opposite charges attract and like charges repel. So what does this mean? A positively charged object will repel another positively charged object, but it would attract a negatively charged object. And another thing you must know is that a negatively charged or a positively charged object can attract a neutral charged object. And since the pieces of paper are neutrally charged and the balloon was negatively charged, thus the pieces of paper were able to attract themselves, or the balloon was able to attract the papers to the balloon. And thus, this is the concept of static electricity. Thank you.